Hi. This is part 3, behind the scenes. Okay. I'm about to get to the next. Let me see, the next 3 trimesters, next 3 months of the event. And that would probably come up to Black History Month. That was one of our shows that I really was looking forward to. Well, we had Brittany Williams. She was from Philadelphia, but I believe she did her business market was, something like that. It was Philadelphia, New York was both of them collaborate together, put it like that. We had Todd, the Bugman, in from Brooklyn. We also had Kareem Jonica, that was from Brooklyn, but they live in Philadelphia. And we also had the president of the Long Island African American Chamber on one show, and that was the last week of February. We also had Eliasa, Malcolm X's daughter, that was on the show. Wow, that interview was a shock, yo. She's a very beautiful person, and definitely caught me at a shock, even with, you have to do so much research, and knowing how deep and thick the history is of that family, and I admire her family, what her dad went through, for the fact, ain't no telling how people really see lives, like my dad, and it definitely came out in the interview. If you go back to that, I believe it was February 3rd. I know it was the first week of February, because I had been praying. I was like, okay, God, I really want Malcolm X's daughters to be on the show, but I thought it was going to be like the last week of February and stuff like that. We did have it was like a 10-minute interview, but it was an intense 10-minute interview. And of course, the shock was, okay, State of the Black Parent was going to relate to the topic that was State of the Black Parent, what we go through. And her sister went through a child custody situation. She didn't want to speak to it, and as I read further, I guess, to current information after the response that was given, they're at which we call each other. One statement that stood out in the interview with Eliasa that she did on the show was where she spoke out about people don't care about history. And that was like a seat back, like, wow. Like, many people, may think that these people, because they're celebrities, they're dense, that they don't have any feelings or whatever they consider of themselves, her being raised in, what they say, the Mount Vernon. And so that was like, wow. She did speak about that, and you definitely have to go to Blog Talk Radio. If you go to the Pinterest page, which is STE Black Parent, you'll see one of the photos that represent them that will lead you directly to the link of that controversial interview. She also was promoting the book that she, Little Malcolm. That was a lot of research, and the questions that was at hand, I still was shocked. Beautiful as she was, and you would think, wouldn't guys be intentionally trying to get her pregnant? She's a very beautiful person at her age, because when she was on some show about Up All Night or something where BB Wine is on, and I was like, I know Malcolm X's daughter is not 40 years old, but she's a very beautiful person. And just like, oh wow, it's like she really, I don't know if she's been married or not. I don't know if I asked that question. Maybe you could tell. I don't recall asking that, but I just asked the shit, she said no. I have somebody being rebellious up in here. So definitely, and then another show we had was, speaking about, we just had so much bicker and fussing behind the scenes of the Black Parent. I don't want to say so much or too much. I don't want to say, we just had, that's all, just keep it simple. So then came the religion debacle within our community, which is a state full of our community. The Muslims versus the Christians. I was, of course, raised Christian, but people thought I had Muslim views, and can I just be me? I just want to keep it simple, because in the midst of it, we could either get together now or own a plantation. And so it was the debate about the Mayat stuff, and I knew the Christians ain't gonna agree with that, because I mean, if you get a Christian that is into the black history, have a black education, you really gotta appreciate that, because most Christians don't usually be into education, like real education. They just, I'm just keeping it real. Like, they be into praise the Lord and Bible scriptures, but, and you do get the ones that do, but it's very minority, and you get more northern Christians that's into it. So we had a dispute, which was between the host and company, HBCU kids and Maurice. So it was a dispute about the Mayat and the principles and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, we need to get started, because I mean, this is not to change anybody's religion. You're going to be Christian, you're going to be Christian, you're going to be Muslim, you're going to be Muslim. You both need to be educated. I mean, both need education. Both of your children need education. Both of us, don't nobody want to be at the poverty line. That's just, don't nobody want to be at the mercy of anybody else. Nobody want to be a sharecropper. You know what I'm saying? And we're disenfranchised. So, religion is a division. And we have to understand, like, definitely this event is, definitely me as the founder, I want to keep it simple, okay? I ain't trying to recruit nobody about Jesus. I ain't trying to recruit nobody about Muhammad. I want people to understand what a synonym, an anonym, math. That's what my limit stop. Now, if somebody is interested in being a Christian or Muslim, let them come on their own to be that, but that cannot be our sole focus priority, because all they do is draw people back away, and we have more arguments and disputes, and the marketing part, people want to market to their class and all that kind of stuff, and if I got to market to them, and it just ain't me, whether one consider it right or wrong, no. We need to keep it simple. I want to come as me, and I don't want to be giving nothing that's too way out in the deck or too time consuming for me to get to going. Say what you want to say, but look, my time is valuable, okay? And if you don't think my time is valuable, that's because you don't value what the vitalities of this event that needs to be doing. We're going to be going around the next 20 years, and ain't got nothing done, ain't got no legislation. They gentrifying our community. We can't stay nowhere, we can't work nowhere. I did a video about raise the minimum wage and stuff like that. I did that recently. I believe I'm going to have like 4 parts, another part to this video here. So, in the midst of all this here, it's like, okay. So the event got turned over. We get to the point to how, want to speak about the other 2 shows. So I spoke about EDIC, I spoke about the last week of February, so let me speak about it in the middle. So, one of the weeks, we spoke about, definitely about, people don't understand now, nobody's just hiring you for stuff now. You have to volunteer, get your credit points up and so forth for anybody to really give you that offer. And Sky Furry of New York, she's a New York dancer, she's from Philadelphia. And she was speaking about it, so that was the purpose of that show, speaking to people about understanding. Until you get a name, people actually know your credits for stuff. And this is grassroots for all ourselves. We can either get it together now or we get it together on the plantation. And as I said, we always want to get there when stuff is, we are affected on the executive and judicial end. But we don't take any action on the legislation end. Because I started to post stuff about stuff going on C-SPAN and ain't nothing but beige people reply. Now, I can't get mad at that. Hold up here. Get back. I can't get mad about that. Because y'all need to start more so paying attention. I got all these people here, they come quick as soon as you post something about gay stuff and pedophilia. They hurry up coming defending on it. But when it comes to something where they need to defend on, such as this C-SPAN saying, we cutting the food stamps off now. We going to cut $3 trillion off. I ain't worried about it because I don't need food stamps. But you're only making $9, $12 an hour. You just lying to people that you don't get food stamps, or you ain't nothing but $5, $10 short from the food stamp line. Okay? Same thing with the unemployment. You need a backup plan when your job lays you off. Because I'm sure most of y'all not clipping coupons like this string couponer. So you just have all these battles to deal with. And then you have people threatening to leave and so forth like that. And then people want to say stuff unorganized. Then the main ones saying stuff unorganized. Or the main ones not doing the physical action, the marketing, making calls, and research. And you just can't get around it. People want you to be the one organizing. You need to read for yourself, and that's the problem. Our people need to read for themselves, and that's why they can't. Legislation should be active in that. I mean, it should not be on 2 or 3 people always presenting news, always reading and telling you what it say, and then you only want to listen when a celebrity person tell it to you anyway, or somebody, you know. That's a challenge we have in our community. I'm on 11 minutes now. This is going to be about 5 parts. Okay, I'll keep on adding parts. I'll talk to y'all later.